This is fine. Let's see here. I'm just looking at a few more notifications and things. We'll see how many people are able to jump on. Cool. Okay. Well, I'm going to get started. So, I'm going to tell you a few things before I start. One is, if you have not listened to all of Desert Skies, I encourage you to do that first. It would be a real mistake, a real big mistake to not do that. Because this is all spoilers. It's all leading up to this chapter. Hey, I'm glad to have made it onto your pin board. This is also incredibly informal. I just decided to do this about 12 minutes ago. I've wanted to do it for a while. I thought it'd be really fun. So I'm just going to do it. And I thought it would be funny because usually with a lot of these voices, as I'm preparing, I'll practice for a long time to kind of like get ready. And this time, since I'm doing them all, like I said, I'm just going to do like voice to voice to voice to voice rather than just 30 minutes, 40 minutes of like recording one. I have no idea how it's going to sound. Okay. Plus, I'm nervous. I'm not like a live performer type person. I'm like a podcast person. I'm going to record this stuff all beforehand. So I'm just realizing how long this script is. So I'm not promising you that I'll make it through the whole thing. Okay. If we get down to 0 people viewing this, we're done for the night. All right. So here goes. You ready? And I might even still respond to comments as I'm doing this. Jerry, now, before I show you my hand, I need you to tell me that no matter what I show you, no matter what the outcome is, you're going to be cool about it, okay? I don't want you taking that big old bear claw of yours and wiping my face with it. That don't feel so good. I know you know that. It's not okay just because you're a bear. I'm going to do Jerry's parts. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what card you have. I think that was a donkey. Maybe you do got the upper paw. Why don't you go ahead then? Show him, big boy. Well, looky there. 4 9s makes it 4 of a kind. Good job, Jerry. Tell you what, friend, I'm just gonna call you the winner. Oh, there's Glinda. Hey, you know what? You should go tell all your friends because you're the one who always makes people listen and then tells them it's one person. Here's your chance to prove it. Okay, Jerry. Jesus, Jerry, this is why I don't like playing with you, you big old bear baby. We're just playing for pine cones. Don't mean nothing. Fine. You want to see my cards? Here you go. Royal flush. Now let's just all blah blah blah. Come on. Let's use my winnings to buy you a drink. I know you're pining for one after that. Of course you get to pour it. Do I look like a bartender to you? Oh, yeah. Well, let me tell you what you look like, you fat sack of fur. And then everything starts shaking. This is a line that actually cut out. What in God's green Anna Gables is that? Maybe I left that in. I don't think that I did. An earthquake? I'm glad you both could make it. Yeah, buddy. You lead and I'll follow. Now, you don't catch all of Xochitlca's speech that she's making as she's moving all the soldiers through the forest because half of them or half of it is taking place while they're still in the bar. And you can hear can faintly hear the sound. I just saw that rip your stash, amigo. I just couldn't do it with the food, man. It just kept getting stuck in there. Onward! Do not slow! Do not retreat! Soon we enter the desert sphere. Soon we shall make an end of the highway. We shall destroy the station. And then we shall crush the ferrymen of the underworld. Show no fear. Show no mercy. Together we overcome. Humans and sphere movers. Destroy the gas station. But why? I can't imagine that skinny kid in short stack ever did nothing to nobody. And what in the hell is a sphere mover? What do you mean you're a sphere mover? More like a bear mover, maybe. Damn it. We gotta do something, Jerry. You still got that car key I asked you to hold on to? Ah. All right, amigo. I don't know what in the hell you and I can do about it, but I like those boys. They were real nice to me. Can't let them face whatever's headed their way alone. You ready? Ah. Well, all right then, big guy. Let's roll. Oh, let me grab a few things from the stage. I'll meet you out back. I got this itchy feeling I'm going to need my guitar. And then the theme song plays. I'm going to give you a moment to play it in your head while I drink some water. All right. Hi there. Greetings. Look, I'd normally take more time to walk you through this, but simply put, you're dead. Here's a pamphlet we printed out that can provide a few more details. For now, I'm going to need you to pull your car around to the back of the station. Someone can show you where to park. Hey, Tandy. How's it going up here? About as good as can be expected. I find that if I don't go into a whole lot of detail, I can keep them moving faster. How many more batteries do you need? Not sure. Is Cash down from the mountain yet? I haven't seen her. Listen, Mac. I know you think that your plan is going to work, but I just feel like maybe the approach is a little, I don't know, soft? We could have an entire robot army at our disposal. That could be all we need to stop Xochitlicue and the others. Don't forget, they have laser arms. I thought you liked the laser arms. Oh, you know I love them laser arms, but Cash don't love those laser arms. Plus, Tindy, remember what Masonia said. We're supposed to follow the path of the tokens. So far, we got 4 tokens. The first one we already used on the arcade game to get the key. And the key we used to get the guitar. Now we got the guitar and Cash left. Pardon me. Together, they're the key to facing Xochitlicue. I know it. And so far, this is the only way I can think of to make that happen. Whenever it's time to make a decision, you always tell me you're the attendant. And then I follow your lead. Well, Tindy, I'm telling you, I'm the mechanic. And it's my job to fix this. But if what I want to do doesn't work, we can always go laser arms on them. But I don't think we'll have to. You're the mechanic. I trust you. If you're sure. I'm not. But I think it's our best shot. Okay. Yo, Soldier Frame Crack Cash. You can just call me Cash Mechanic. Is the transmitter ready? Just about. I think Betty wants us to get a few more car batteries before we switch it on. Does she really think the batteries are going to be enough to reach the other cash units? Because if not, we can always ask Corson to... It's too dangerous, Tindy. A lightning strike could completely fry the transmitter. Not to mention, fry Cashier. She's going to be hooked up to this thing, remember? That's right. Sorry, Cash. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm just getting a little nervous. One of the things that I'm realizing is going to happen as I'm doing this is I'm going to lose my voice because of Mac. Whenever I record the show, I always record all of Mac's lines last because it really messes me up. But we soldier on. No need to apologize, attendant. I'm getting a little nervous too. Have been for a while. Mechanic, I saw all the Skylarks parked behind the station.
Yeah, Dale's back there with Shirley, pulling out Buick batteries and attaching them to the transmitter.
Yeah, that's true. Um, what about Corson and all of the travelers? I saw that the rain had slowed down and had begun to wonder if maybe he'd left.
Inside the station.
Inside the station?
Last time I saw him, he was drawing letters and numbers on a bunch of cards. For what?
For for what?
Does anyone have B7? B7.
Bingo!
Well done, bitch. Come, claim your prize. No clue. Tendy, I'm gonna take Cash around to the back of the station to get her plugged into the transmitter. You okay up here?
Actually, Mac, there's something I'd like to talk to you about.
Sure, bud. Cash, you go ahead. Now I'll meet you over there. What is it, Tendy?
When you were down in the basement with I'm sorry?
Betty.
Right. Betty. Sorry, I'm changing something here.
When you
When you were down there with Betty, Mr. Edwards told us about a vision he used to have when he was the attendant. The vision was about you and I, Mac.
and
Well, I can't remember the whole thing, but it said that for one of us, the role continues. For the other, the role will end. Mac, what if when all this is over,
Bud,
what if when all this is over, one of us has to leave?
have to leave? Nah, maybe that's not what it meant. You and I, we're like cookies and cream, bud. Like mayonnaise and pickled pig's feet.
That doesn't sound.
What I'm trying to say is, we've worked together so long. You're not just my coworker, you're my best friend. I don't know when I'm heading down that road, but I'm not doing it without you, Tendy.
Even if it means you'd know who you are, who you were on the physical plane, know your name.
My name. I didn't even think about that. But you're right. Still, Tendy, you got nothing to worry about.
Mac, if you did decide to leave, I wouldn't hold it against you.
Look, for now, let's just focus on saving the station. I'll be back, bud. You good?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. And then a line that didn't make it into the show.
Rock on, attend on.
But when I said attend on, it made me think of
Napoleon.
from Napoleon Dynamite. Oh,
You sure that's gonna be enough batteries?
if that ain't enough batteries, we're not gonna get enough batteries. Miss Robot Lady, Cash, are you ready for this? I am. Okay, then. Miss Shirley is ready to flip the converter switch. When she does that, the signal will be yours. And then it's go time. Okay. Flip the switch. Commencing switch flip. Here goes. Bloop. Emitting control signal.
You feel anything yet, Cash?
No, mechanic. I'm not receiving anything back. Maybe we can't reach them from this
Cash?
I can feel them, mechanic. I can feel all of them. I have control.
Yes!
Hey guys, we heard the sound of the signal. Any luck? You can turn it off now, Shirley. All of the other cash units have received the directive. They know to travel to the station as quickly as possible. Some will be faster than others. But at any rate, they should begin arriving soon.
Excellent news, Cash. We may have a chance at beating this thing after all. That is, if we do what I'm suggesting instead of following you know whose plan.
I know who you're talking about.
How are the travelers in the station doing?
Oh, fine. We were playing Corson Says. I told them Corson Says to keep their mouths shut and stay inside the station. So far, it seems to be working.
Well, everyone, we've done what we can do. Forgive me. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but, well, I choose to trust the mechanic. If anyone can fix what's broken on the astral plane, it's Mac.
Thanks, bud.
An entire army of slightly flawed, remarkably dangerous robots headed our way, and we're seriously going to waste them on Miss Sonia. It's been ages.
Hello, Corson. You are a sight for sore eyes. I felt your storm pass through my sphere recently, and I hoped I might find you here. I came as fast as I could. Xochitl, the other sphere movers, and their armies are making their way here. Soon they will arrive.
I'm glad you're here, milady. Maybe you can try talking some sense into everyone. The mechanic, you see, he intends to.
I don't care what he intends to do, Corson. He is the mechanic, and the time of the mechanic has come.
And what if we fail?
Then we fail together.
Hand in hand,
Arm and laser arm.
Laser arm and coyote paw.
and then Wei
And Jerry.
Rah.
And coyote paw and a bear claw. Y'all ready to die? Again?
Tristan, you're here. And Jerry.
I think that part was cut out too. Figured you gave me that key for a reason. Might as well stop by. Wasn't sure if we'd be able to get ahead of him, but Jerry knows some back roads. How are you, my friend?
Aw.
I know. I'm a little scared too. But it's also exciting, isn't it? I'm sorry, but who are all these people and, animals? We'll have to save introductions for later. They're almost here. Does everyone know what they're doing?
Fine, yes. I'm ready. I know what I'm doing. Nothing. I'm doing nothing.
Good enough. Let's do this.
Okay. I'm ready for this. I'm not ready for this.
Mechanic, it's just a guitar. You've been practicing and you're doing wonderfully.
When I get even a tiny bit nervous, I mess up the chords. What was I thinking? This is a stupid idea.
Now hold on there, Bucko. This was partly my idea too. Pardon.
I know. But your part is smart. My part is not smart. What if I get everyone hurt? Maybe Tendy's right. Maybe we should just be fighting fire with fire.
You know what? You know what happens when you fight fire with fire?
I don't know. Something kick ass?
No, you just get more fire. Look, if there's a reason you and I have been brought together, it's this. Trust your instinct. Now, you'll want to go through it one more time?
Yeah, okay.
Are you sure it's okay for us to be up here? I'm a little heavy in this soldier frame.
This station's exactly as I built it on the physical plane, and that means it was built tough.
You make it sound like you're the only one who built it, young man. I swing a mean hammer, if you remember.
I told you to stop calling me young man, Cheryl. It's not funny.
It is a little funny. See? Cash thinks it's funny. How's the sound system coming along? I pulled every speaker from the store and the basement. made a makeshift microphone from this intercom. I wish it was louder, but it should do the trick. Can you see anything yet, Cash? I can. They haven't reached the mountain yet, but almost. How many? I can't tell from this distance. Yes, you can. How many? There's a lot, surely. Like, a lot. A lot. Transition. Sound of trunk opening. The prime mover. In here. That's Jerry for anybody who just joined recently. I don't know how she did it. If it's even true. We've tried opening it, but to no avail. The power to entrap a spirit like this, not to mention that of the prime mover. I've no idea where Xochitlicue could even learn of such an enchantment. I think I know where she may have learned it. Oh? Does the name Siwakotl ring a bell? Xochitlicue's sister, yes, but it's been many ages since she's been seen. Jerry growls. I'm just going to say that from now on. You don't remember? She and Xochitlicue are sisters, but could not be more different than from one another. Where Xochitlicue planted the seeds of life, Siwakotl was obsessed with the taking of souls, abducting travelers, making their way across the plains, stowing their spirits away, never to be seen again. In time, Xochitlicue became every bit as devious. Forgive me for eavesdropping, but what happened to her? Siwakotl. She was banished from this plane and sent to the physical, which is why I must ask, why mention her, Corson? What does she have to do with this? Because when I spoke with Xochitlicue, I swear I could hear Siwakotl's voice. But that's impossible. No soul in the physical realm can commune with the astral plane. Have you spoken with the Blue Lady yet? No, but who is she? Some sort of spirit? A projection of one. Projection from where? The physical plane. A human? A spirit that's bound to Earth is here on the astral plane? Indeed. But that means that Xochitlicue is quite possibly being possessed by her sister, even from the physical plane. That explains why she was able to trap the spirit of the prime mover in this box. Perhaps it does. But even one with the knowledge needed to capture a spirit like that, they would not be able to capture the prime mover. Unless he wanted to be captured. Why would he want to be captured? I don't know. At one point, I myself wandered into a box. A big one, called the Long Pause. And I didn't leave until I thought it was the right time. Curious. If such were the case, I hope the time for the prime mover to leave his box comes soon, before it's too late. They're here. The other cash units aren't here yet. We need more time. Weiwei barks. What do you mean you have an idea? Weiwei growl barks. Are you insane? I don't even know if I could do it again. Weiwei barks. The blue floating lady, yes, I can find her. Weiwei barks. Your trust means the sphere to me, Weiwei Coyotl. Really it does. But what if it doesn't work? Wait. Where are you going, Coyote? Oh, God. Stewards of the desert sphere, the time for your destruction is at hand. If you surrender willingly, I promise to make your annihilation only half as painful as it would be otherwise. Oh, who do we have here? Why, it's Weiwei Coyotl. You devious little mangy sneak. The last time we met, you and the prime mover had the upper hand. But now, I'm the one with the advantage, and the prime mover is no more. You might remember some of my friends.
Morphin, captain of the swampy Seventh Sphere.
Long time no see, dog. Kita, master of the 27th sphere, where the oceans are filled with monsters.
I am Dusik, and I oversee the 13th sphere, the one that is haunted.
I am Doug from the sphere of Doug, sphere 18, the sweetest of all the spheres.
Wei Wei growls. You say you've seen enough. I've shown you some of my friends, Coyote. Now, show me yours. I see a carriage, and it's raining. Where are they, Wei Wei? Where's the princess and the game slinger? Wei Wei barks. Trade me? But you have nothing I want. I'm here to destroy what remains of your highway. Burn your station to the ground. Remove your friends from existence. And then I shall rule the spheres. The astral plane will be mine.
What do you mean, yours? What about Doug?
Doug, please shut up. Wei Wei growl barks. Join me. The great Wei Wei Coyotl serving my purposes. In exchange for what? Wei Wei growl barks. Destroy the station but free the staff. It's an interesting idea, but I would always be at risk of you stabbing me in the back. No. No deal. Now, step aside, Coyote, or face my wrath. I have a job to do. Wei Wei barks. Really? You would be willing to give up your existence for them? Now, that is intriguing. An astral plane where I wouldn't have to worry about Wei Wei Coyotl. Wait, what's going on out here? Who are you? I am the attendant. So it wasn't the old man after all. Nope. I'm the new guy. Oh, attendant, how I long to snap you in two. But our mutual friend here has made me an offer that would result in me sparing your life, trading his existence for yours. I'm thinking about taking him up on it. An offer? What is she talking about, Wei Wei? Wei Wei barks. Let her remove you from existence? You can't do that, Wei Wei. Do you really think she's going to keep her promise? The second you're gone, she'll make sure we're gone too. She's a liar. He's a big coyote, attendant. Let him make his own decisions. Wei Wei, I accept your offer. You have my word as a sphere mover that I will spare your friends. Wei Wei, what are you doing? Don't go to her. Zochilicu, put him down, please. Yes. Yes, come here, doggy. Once you're gone, there will be nothing left to stand in my way. Zochilicu! What? Who are you? What magic is this? I am the primer mover. The primer mover? Corson, where are you? Is this one of your tricks? Show yourself. Oh, it is no trick. I assure you, I am the greatest of all the movers in all the spheres. Behold, sound of thunder crashing. More lightning? Seen it. Archers, destroy her. Ready, aim, fire. Oh, geez, that doesn't even tickle.
It goes right through her.
Now put down that coyote before I strike you down with the fireball.
I doubt it. There's lines in here that I didn't keep in the show. I'm just going to read them anyways. But perhaps we shouldn't test her on it. What if she is the primer mover? There's no such thing.
Okay, then. You leave me no choice.
Prepare to face my wrath. Well, where is it? Where's what? Your wrath. Doorbell rings. What is that sound? Oh, that's probably the guy who's here to look at my refrigerator. Oh, I guess I gotta go, guys. Real sorry about that. I'll come back as soon as I can. Seriously, God, I hate humans. Bye. Corson, I knew it. Doug wants to know what in the hell that was. Well, Doug, that was a distraction of some kind. I knew I couldn't trust you, Wei Coyote. Let go of my hand. You'll pay for that, furball. Enough with these games and this nonsense. The time for your destruction is at hand, attendant. Soldiers, seize them. Seize all of them. Don't even think about it, Xochitl. Oh, I'm so tired of being interrupted. Oh, it's you. This is where you've been hiding. This is where I belong. Oh, General Cash. Of all the things I hate in all of the spheres, do you know I hate you the most? Why? Because I wouldn't fight the Prime Mover? It was wrong, Xochitl. You know it. You're a sphere mover. You're benevolent. This isn't why you exist. You abandoned me. You, nothing but bolts and circuitry. You abandoned me and nearly cost me the battle against the Prime Mover. You, perhaps the most insignificant thing in all the astral plane. I will enjoy crushing you more than I enjoy anything else I crushed today. You'll enjoy no such thing, Xochitl. Sound of robot army arriving. Your armies are surrounded. Thousands of cash units, all under my command. A proper battle, then. You and your band of defunct robots are still no match against the combined forces of my armies. I don't want to fight you, Xochitl, and I don't want your armies to get hurt. They're just innocent travelers. Look, as long as you don't make a move, I'll keep the other cash units from attacking. Please, I just need you to listen. Listen to what?
Listen to me.
Oh, cool. A concert. I brought multiple cups of water because this is killing my voice, especially it's the Mac part and he sings. Oh, Doug says, oh, cool, a concert. Doug, and who exactly are you?
Me? I'm the mechanic. I work here.
It's an infestation. So, Chilicu, please, just listen to him. Or you'll do what? Or I'll use the thousands of lasers I have waiting at my disposal to give you one hell of a fight. But please, don't make me do that.
Xochitl, other sphere movers. My name is Mac. And as I said before, I am the mechanic.
Sorry about that.
It's my job to fix it.
Fix what?
You, I think. That's what a mechanic does, at least. That's what I think a mechanic is meant to do on the astral plane. I've been thinking about it a lot, and a friend of mine helped me realize something.
That's my wife walking in. She's smiling at me. She knows I'm silly.
Xochitl, I think maybe you forgot, and the only way to fix it is for you to remember.
I don't know what you think you've realized, mechanic, but if there's one thing I do not do, it's forget.
Well, just the same, I'd like to play you a song. My fingers are a little wet, and the paper's a little soaked and hard to read, and I'm a little scared, but okay, here it goes.
Sound of guitar being strummed poorly.
I'm sorry. Give me a moment.
Sound of guitar being strummed poorly again.
Oh, where's Betty? I can't do this.
Yeah, you can, Mac. You got this.
Nah, Tendy. Corson was right. This was a stupid idea.
You stop that, son. You're the mechanic. I believe in you.
And so do I, young man. Mechanic, you can do it. You have our trust, Mechanic. Mechanic, I'm wrong all the time. Haven't you realized that? Now, please, play.
I can't do this by myself.
No, you cannot. This isn't supposed to be a solo gig. I made sure to bring my guitar here. Thought it might come in handy. And Jerry's hooking up his bass to the amp. Hopefully the roof can hold him. Jerry roars. I'm not calling you fat, man. You're literally a bear. These the chords here?
I'm sorry. They're all wet.
That's okay. I've read plenty of chords through tears before, and these are a lot more salty. And those are a lot more salty. Okay, you lead, Fran. Jerry and I'll back you up. Mechanic, whatever ridiculous thing you're going to do, finish it quickly so we can move on to the main event.
Does Jerry need the chord chart?
He would if he knew how to read. Jerry growls. Damn it, Jerry, you're a bear, man. Nobody expects a bear to know how to read. Go ahead, Mechanic.
Okay, here goes. Here we are. It's plain to see that I've hurt someone close to me. I never meant for things to get so bad. When I do the things I do, these words I say as if they're true, my voice. And all the things I do to make you sad. Did I forget who I am? Did I forget who you are? Did I forget we have each other? And that when I've gone too far, you're still my friend. You'll always be. Then you look down and say to me, little sister, just remember who you are.
Encore! Well done, Mechanic. That was gorgeous, Mechanic. Sorry I missed the first half.
I'm coming down.
That's it? Some stupid little song. Do you really have no idea who I am? You play songs for me when you should be quivering and on your knees. You are in the presence of terrible greatness. I've conquered worlds. I lead the leaders of worlds.
What? You don't need lead nothing. You think these guys follow you because they like you? They're terrified of you. They only do what you say because they think it'll get them what they want. Or what they think they want.
That's not true. They are my friends.
That's not what they are. And this isn't who you are. You're Xochitl, mover of the 23rd sphere. Cash told me about the flowers you grew on your planet. Gorgeous fields that stretched as far as the eye could see.
My flowers.
Traveler driving through the 23rd sphere would have rolled down their window, and the smell would have been amazing.
It was the most wonderful smell in all the astral plane.
Well, you've never microwaved a clam linguine and white wine butter sauce burrito, so I'm going to give you a pass, but...
What's happening? What am I doing? I didn't...
No!
She's mine. Do you understand? I won't let you take her from me.
What are you talking about? Take who from you?
Sphere movers! Lead your armies! Wage war against these fools! Destroy the highway, then lay waste to this station! Crush the robot army! Reclaim the spheres! What do I do, attendant? I really don't want to hurt her human army. Surprise, surprise. Who would have known that when faced with the opportunity to fight, the robot would cower and leave you in danger? I know the feeling, attendant. Now, step aside and let us finish what we started, beginning with the destruction of the last bit of this grand highway without which no traveler will be able to escape my grasp. The one will break the broken. I'm sorry. What was that? Cash, are you able to control the other cash units from here? Yes, attendant. They're within range. But why? Destroy the highway. But, attendant. Cash. And you, Corson, please. Destroy the rest of the highway.
Tendy, seriously? You're helping her? What's gotten into you?
Attendant. The one will break the broken. The other one will mend.
Come again?
I'm gonna break it,
Okay.
and you're gonna make it.
Okay.
Destroy it. Now. Sounds of lasers and lightning crashing. I was wrong about you, attendant. You're not as stupid as you look. And you're not as smart as you pretend to be. How dare you speak to me so rudely? Where do you get off, you ridiculous twig of a man? You're a sphere mover, Xochitl. You all are. You were given the greatest job in all the astral plane, the guiding of souls. Every new traveler gave you the opportunity to live out your identity, to love and lead and protect. You and your spheres gave birth to wonders that ignited human souls, refined their spirits, prepared them for the next life. Yours, the noblest of professions. Is it noble to stoop so low as to serve that which is beneath you? It's noble to know that no one is beneath you, that every spirit has value, has worth, whether a sphere mover or a human or a tarantula king. But now, the highway is no more, and never again will a traveler make their way to the next life. You all had a job to do, and now you'll never get to do it.
Xochitl, what is happening to me?
It's happening to me as well. I am. We call it subbing. It means you have significant unfinished business. In this case, you didn't do your damn job, and now you'll never be able to. Attendant, what is this sorcery? If you don't figure out how you're going to deal with your unfinished business, you're going to sub out completely. Mac thinks you become a ghost on the physical plane, but I think you sub your way out of existence. This can't be happening. I can't have been beaten by a mere human.
Not to mention one with noodly arms.
Mac, I did my part. Now it's time for you to do yours.
But I don't know what to do. The song was my only idea.
Attendant, mechanic, my apologies for interrupting, but you should draw your attention to the direction of the physical plane. What is it? It's so beautiful. A magnificent bird of many colors. It's so large.
I don't think that's a bird.
That is definitely not a bird. That's a Ford Tri-Motor. Whatever it is, it's headed straight towards us. Get out of the way, everyone. Sound of plane, rough landing. Door to plane opens.
Is everyone okay there? It was kind of dark, and I didn't expect there to be so many people. If I ran over you, I'm sorry about that.
Oh, Greg, you're a sight for sore eyes, you big dummy. Why'd you have to go and get yourself dead? Wait, what are you holding? Who's this? Baby sounds throughout this whole part. I cried when I wrote this. I found her buckled into the co-pilot seat. She's so tiny. You must have been someone really special on the astral plane. Oh, why do you say that? Because this is an honor reserved for only the kindest of travelers to accompany a child through the astral plane. What's her name? Check the tag on her shirt. They always put it there. It says Tori Kendall, age 5 months.
Tandy.
She's token 5.
Greg, may I?
Of course. Here you go. Careful there.
Well, look at you. Oh, got my beard. Who's gonna help me save the astral plane, huh? Who's gonna help me save the astral plane? You. You're gonna help me save the astral plane. Come on. I want you to meet somebody. Xochitl,
Mac, what are you doing?
Xochitl here. Hold this.
Don't you dare put that disgusting creature in my hands. She has a flower in her hair. An Easter lily. The little ones. They always loved my flowers.
No.
They had no fear of my ghouls and goblins. They laughed at them. So delightful, that sound. The older ones would splash in my puddles. And how they adored my horses. Did I forget who I am? Did I forget who you are? Did I forget we have each other? And that when I've gone too far, you're still my friend.
You'll always be.
Then you look down and say to me,
Xochitl,
Prime Mover,
little sister, just remember who you are.
sound of Siwakotl being exercised. What have I done? I'm so
loved, my friend, so loved. It is good to see the light in your eyes again. All of you, Jerry, Weiwei, Masonia, and Corson, how I've missed you.
I'm sorry that I trapped you.
You did no such thing. I'm the prime mover. You can't keep me in a box, but I can keep myself in one. It was very peaceful, actually.
But why? Why would you let me do that? Why would you let me destroy the highway?
Mechanic? Mate? You are the mechanic, aren't you? I am. I thought so. Why would you let our friends here destroy the highway? So they can fix it. See, that's why I hired you. You have a knack for these things. The Grand Highway. It was necessary for a time, but it was never all that grand. The highway was designed to protect travelers from danger, and it did for a while. But the astral plane was never meant to be passed through. It was meant to be experienced. You're the sphere movers. Do you know what that means?
It means we move the spheres?
The spheres move just fine on their own. You move the travelers through your spheres. Each of you were created unique, given a sphere and a purpose.
And that purpose is
refinement. Jerry here, for instance. Travelers stand under the massive pines in his forest sphere, and they realize how insignificant their worries really are. Corson travelers crossing the rocky, wet terrain of your sphere, it shows them how strong they can be. Miss Sonia, as they sit in your carriage, protected from the harsh elements of the Red Territory. They know that they're loved and cared for, even in the afterlife. And after 32 spheres, they arrive at my gate, souls refined and ready to be moved on to the next life.
So why keep the station? Why rebuild the highway? Why not let travelers go by foot?
Because since we built this station, I've found that there's something about the purr of an engine on a lonely highway that just does something for their souls. What's it do? I don't know, but I know that it's good. So Chilicu, let's rebuild the highway together, and we'll add twists and turns and lead them to many good stops along the way. What do you say?
I would like that, Prime Mover. I would like that very much.
I was hoping you'd say that, my friend. Now, mechanic and attendant.
Sir?
Yeah, Prime Mover? You have done so well, and I knew that you would. You work together, and with strength, cunning, and bravery, you've restored the astral plane to its rightful state. Attendant, I know you feel the need to know who you were, and you will someday, I promise. But for now, I would like you to remain and continue to prepare travelers for their journey across the spheres.
I would like to know who I was, but I can wait. And I would be honored to stay on as the attendant for as long as needed.
Good. Mechanic, you've done so well. But now, the age of the mechanic has come to an end. You've done your job. It's time to resign, my friend, and to make your way to the next life.
Mac?
Resign? I'd get my memories back. I'd know who I am. You would indeed. I shouldn't. I should stay here with you guys. Tendy, I promised.
Mac? You're my best friend. But you can't stay here forever. As much as I want you to. I can't ask you to do that.
The attendant is right, mechanic. Even with as much joy as you've brought me, you made a robot laugh. You deserve this.
Mechanic, your shift is over. Go and learn who you are. I'll see you on the other side.
Come with me into the station, mechanic, and we will make it official. Cash, you as well, please. Oh my God. This is really happening. Okay. I'm coming. Tendy, I'll come see you before I go.
I'm sorry, attendant. I know how much the mechanic means to you, but you're right to let him go.
I know. But it doesn't feel right for some reason. I just don't feel like it's time yet.
Alas, I feel our time here has come to an end as well. What do you say, Daddy? Are you ready for what waits on the other side?
No, I don't think I am. But I'll follow wherever you lead, baby girl.
Thank you so much. Both of you. For everything.
Thank you, attendant. I've so enjoyed our time together. You're the right person for this job, you know. You have heart. The kind of heart it takes to guide a weary soul down a long and lonely highway. The quality of every good attendant. I wish you well. Now, are you ready, young man?
Ready as I'll ever be. So long, son, and well done.
So long. Well, attendant, I just wanted to come by and say bye. You're finally gonna hit the road, huh? Well, kinda. That guy and his sister said I could join them on their flight. They're gonna be traveling through the astral plane and said they could drop me off at the gates to the next life. I was never much of a fan of driving anyways. Here. Take this. The key to your car. Nah, the key to your car. Maybe you'll get more use out of it than I did. Thanks, Tristan. The next life is going to be better with you in it. I know it. Yeah, maybe. Maybe you're right. Adios, amigo. Oh, and if you get the chance, give Jerry a hug. He didn't take the news so well. I'm going to miss that sack of fur. I'll think about it. Appreciate it. Till we meet again. Till we meet again.
Mac,
Mac, how did it go?
it went pretty damn good.
And you know who you are now?
Yeah, Tendy. Yeah, I do.
That's great. And who are you?
Well, oh, here comes the prime mover. Well, well, well. This has been some day.
It has. What happens next?
Well, next we build. Cash is generally offered to assist with the construction, along with her robot companions. It shouldn't take long before the highway is open again. The humans that Sir Chilaku had taken will be assisted across the astral plane by foot, the old-fashioned way. The travelers in the station will make the trip via Skylark, though the road will be quite bumpy. By the way, you may need to order some more snacks.
That bad, huh?
Completely empty. You know, you've been sending travelers on a journey that you yourself have never made. You should take some time, maybe visit a few spheres every now and then. You have a plane now, and a pilot, and a floating blue co-pilot.
Leave the station unattended?
Well, yes. But take this, a token of my appreciation.
An open close sign.
Hang it on the door. Change it to closed as needed. Travelers will stop arriving until you flip it back over. So, people stop dying? No, no. They keep dying. But time doesn't really exist here, you know? I know, and it's really confusing. Well, time to get to work. Thank you again. Farewell, attendants.
Attendance. Don't you mean attendant?
No. No, I don't.
Mac? But you said you know who you are.
I do, Tendy. I'm your friend. That's all I want to be right now. Besides, I told the prime mover you can't do this without me.
You're not leaving?
Oh, don't start crying. I'll start crying. When I was about to resign, I asked the prime mover if there were any other positions open. And you know that face I make when I've already eaten a bunch of burritos and you look at me and you say, "Hey, Mac, would you like just one more burrito?" And I look at you and I smile all big and my eyes get wide and I start nodding my head.
The look that's so disconcerting?
Yeah, that one. He was making that look at me. Anyways, I told him maybe we could use another attendant around here. And he said, yeah, maybe we could. And then he said, the age of the attendants has begun.
He really said that?
Yeah, he even gave me a button that says it. Look.
Plane starts to take off. That really is beautiful. What's so funny?
It's the astral plane, Tendy. Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I know you do. You know what's real funny, though?
What's that?
I'm an attendant now.
Yeah, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, but Tendy is short for attendant. Mac is short for mechanic.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
So my name is Tendy now, too.
Ha ha, very funny. But seriously, your name is Mac.
Tandy the attendant.
Okay, Mac. Joke's over.
Mac? Who is Mac? I've never heard of him. My name's Tandy.
Seriously, Mac? So what happens next?
I don't know. But whatever happens, I'm just glad we're doing it together. You know, it's like they say, till death do us part.
You know what? I'm just going to give you that one. And that was Desert Skies Chapter 12. I so appreciate you listening to me read for an hour. It's a long episode. I'm going to stick around. I don't know how many people are actually still listening to this, but if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. I'll stick around for a few minutes. Oh, that's really cool, Homer. I'm glad you got to experience it this way. So very cool. Yeah. No, I did not have the entire season written before I started. I have a general idea and have had a general idea of how the entire show was going to end, which in my mind is 3 seasons right now, 36 episodes total, 37, something like that. And so I have an idea of how the season ends. I actually, right now, this is really going to give you some weird stuff. I'm actually working on a document right now called Desert Skies Spoilers that I'm telling my wife where it's at. I am a healthy, as far as I know, apart from what I eat, I'm a very healthy person. But in the off chance that something were to happen to me, God forbid, I will have a document that basically explains the end of the story, like what everything's leading up to. So just know there's a lot that lands on me since I'm the only person who's making the show. But if you hear one day through the grapevine that I got hit by a bus, it's okay. You're still going to find out what happens in the show. So all that to say, I have a general idea of the very end of the show. I have an idea of the end of each season, all 3 seasons. And so I had the end of this first season somewhat mapped out. Really, the scene that I had in mind was the scene with the baby land, like I was going to say the baby landing the plane, but the baby does not land the plane when the plane lands and the baby comes out, and like how that is like the moment that kind of brings everyone together. That was from very early on, like one of the questions I had in my mind. And then it was a question a lot of people had was what happens if a kid dies, because we never see them in Desert Skies. And so I had to start writing some lore around that from the very beginning in my own head. And that's where I landed, was that they would be accompanied by someone who's really, really kind on the astral plane. And so throughout the season, I was always writing towards that end. And that's just kind of what I'm always doing, is writing towards the ends of things. So, yeah. So there's that. So thoughtful. I'm trying. Yeah. Yeah. Even when I go to Desert Skies, I want to make sure that you guys are taken care of. Any other questions? I really appreciate you guys sticking around for that. We all need buttons like Mac. That's actually a great idea. I'm working on a shop. There's some things that I have to figure out before I'm able to open it, but a lot of it's like 95% of the way there, just ready to be opened. And so stuff like the button, the age of the attendants has begun. That's a major spoiler. So what I would need to do is create a section in the shop that is like spoilers, and then could hide it there. Yeah. So yeah, just that's a great question, or a great suggestion. I don't think I'd thought of that, or maybe I did. I don't know. There's a few things that I've wanted to make that I'm like, oh, that would. One of the things that will be available when the shop opens is a bumper sticker that says "My other car is a 1986 Buick Skylark." So I'm really excited about that one. Any other thoughts, questions? If you want to know, this is, let's see here. Bum, bum, bum. That is a picture of a ketchup bottle that my wife drew. And it is tipped sideways because I thought I liked it better like that. So Dakota asked, when you record the episodes, do you do it in one swoop? No, what I just did is something that I've never done. And the reason for that is that one, it would just be really hard to do. You probably noticed as you were listening to this that there was a few times where I was trying to like transition to another character, and I was still kind of talking like the other character. So that kind of creates an issue. That also puts I feel like more strain on my voice, just going up and down and up and down and up and down. But it would mostly it would just make editing a nightmare. So to give you like a little insight, say it's a scene within the gas station. I have Cash, Mac, and Tendy there, and I want to pan them out so it kind of sounds like Mac's over here, Tendy's over here, Cash is in the middle. And then I just saw the next question pop up. I'm looking forward to answering that one. So yeah, it's like if I did it all at once, then I would have to cut each individual voice and like pan them over to exactly the place where I need that character to be. If I record just Tendy, then I can pan his voice over here. He's always over here, and I can apply the edits that I would apply to Tendy. So Tendy and Mac are pretty much the same, but for someone like Corson, I have to apply an echo. For someone like Xochitl, even though I can mostly get there, I have to pitch her up a little bit. For someone like the Prime Mover, this is actually really cool. If you guys, you may have noticed as I was reading that I didn't sound a whole lot like the Prime Mover. There's an actor, and I cannot remember his name. Is an English actor who played a lot of character parts.
And he talks like this. And whenever he talks like this, I just love it.
And I thought, I'm going to make the Prime Mover sound like that. So that's how I recorded the Prime Mover. That's
all of it. Everything. Jerry, the trees,
or whatever. And then so when I heard that, I was like, I don't really like that. So I took that and I made it super deep. And that's where the Prime Mover's voice comes from. So whenever you actually hear the Prime Mover, that's what you're hearing. Do I have enough patron support to continue? I have support. Yeah. Patron support and support coming in through Andy Serkis. Support coming in through. No, it's not. It's not Andy Serkis. When I read that, I was like, what? No, not him. It's someone else. I wish I could remember his name. I don't know if I ever knew his name, but yeah, no, I'm good. I'll just say that, like, I'm good. And yeah, thank you for asking though. No, I'm overwhelmed by the amount of support that I have from patrons already. And so if you're a patron, so many of you are so patient, as I work on stuff, and I'm trying to think through the lens of like future Patreon things. Like, this is an audio medium and you're audio fans. So how can I create more audio content? I might have fluffed up the Patreon with some other stuff that I shouldn't have. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you, Homer. Yeah, this is just me. I do it all. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. At first, this is funny because as of this most recent episode, I'm approaching 29 or 30 voices. And when I started, after I did the first episode, I didn't know if I could do one more. And so there were only 4 characters in that episode. And I just kept pushing through. And it's part of why the show would take so long to come out, is I would be super concerned about making a voice. As time has gone on, I've gotten really comfortable in my skin when it comes to creating voices. So I don't really have a hard time just kind of like being like, oh, that's what this person is going to sound like. And yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I was talking to a friend, and they said, I like to do voices too, but I'm not possessed like you are. And I thought that was the ultimate compliment. That's a great question. Plans for other actors, guest burritos. So, actually, yeah, I have a thought on that. So in terms of other voice actors, I definitely have a desire to give. I have a lot of friends right now who are other show creators and voice actors, and I really just want them to have, because I like them so much, I just want them to have a place in Desert Skies lore. I want there to be one episode where they can go back and listen. I want to do the whole season, the whole show by myself, except for like maybe a one-time character, because um, this is going to sound terrible. I just hear so many horror stories about people creating shows and working together. And you get somebody who's a reoccurring character on the show, and then all of a sudden they're like, hey, I hate you and I'm not doing this with you anymore. And it puts you in a really crappy position. And I know that there's a really good chance that wouldn't happen. But as it is, right now, it all rides on me. So, like I said, if I get hit by a bus, you guys will all get a document showing you exactly what happens at the end of the show. But other than that, I'm good to go just making this thing by myself. And the only person I have to get along with is me. And that can be hard sometimes. But in terms of a plan, yes, I do have a plan that involves one episode. And since there's only 8 of you here, I'll just tell you, my intention is that at some point over the next 2 seasons, a bus shows up at Desert Skies. And in that bus is going to be every single voice actor. Every single voice actor that I know. So that should be really fun. You can't kill off guest stars. It's true. They're already dead. Do you have to go back to listen to the other voices to remember characters at all? Yeah. Sometimes I do, especially if they're a character that I didn't interact with a whole lot. But sometimes the character just changes. I recorded a commentary today for chapter 3. And so like chapter 3 is where Corson is introduced. And Corson,
Whenever Corson first comes in, he's like this. Oh, Cash, baby, what is up?
you know, and he just sounds kind of evil. Later on, he becomes more like this. In chapter 3, that voice kind of shows up at the end of the episode. Whenever Tendi says, hey, do you want to play a game just for raffle a seat on the bus? I like that. Do you want to play a game just for fun? And he's like, I would like that. That's kind of when he starts to get into that voice. But after being separated from that episode for months, going back and listening to chapter 3, I was like, whoa, Corson's voice was so different. But like I said, I think part of that is just like the progression of the character. Cash is a good example.
Whenever Cash first starts, she talks like this. She is very robotic. And then by episode 12, she's very like she just has a lot more personality.
And I didn't really do that intentionally. It just kind of happened. So do I go back for reference? Yes, I do, but the voices still seem to change. Anyways, my kids always notice. They're like, Dad, that is not what so and so sounds like. And I'm just like, I don't care. Yeah. Do I plan to do more live streams? I didn't plan to do this one until 10 minutes before I started. And I really had a good time. And I think this is the longest episode. So I definitely would not be opposed to doing more of these, because this was really fun for me. I've never actually read a script like that of Desert Skies and doing all the voices, and this one has more voices than all the other episodes. So that was really fun. And it was fun, my wife hearing me from the other room and coming in and laughing at me. She has to hear me. I use these voices all the time without even thinking about it. I think today we were driving down the road and there was a car, a guy in a little sports car, and he like flew by, and I was like,
Oh, wait there, Buckle.
and yeah, and I just feel bad for everyone in my family, but it can be fun sometimes. One thing that I would really like to do at some point is I would love to do a live show where the audience has headliners come in. Oh, yeah, thank you. I thought it'd be fun to do one where we would like write an episode together and then make it together and just like show my screen and show the editing process, and almost like kind of a Mad Lib kind of situation, but just make like a 5-minute, 10-minute episode, just on a live stream. I think that would be really, really fun. I actually did that with a group that I got to visit. I got to visit this. It was like a respite center for people with learning disabilities, and they had all listened to the show, and they were all really big fans. And we got there, and I'd say like, what's the problem that Mac and Tendy are facing? And they came up with an idea, and it's like, okay, and what's the resolution and whatever. And we made a 2.5-minute long episode right there. It was just really fun. So I'd like to do something like that, but maybe on a bigger scale. Yeah. Well, any other questions, thoughts, concerns? Okay, then I'm going to end the evening with this. These are my dentist. I bought them at an estate sale. May they bless you with good dreams this evening. Please, if you're really scared, I'm actually really sorry, but aren't those fun? Just got the, look at that. I'm going to get that as a tattoo, I think. Yes. I so appreciate all of you sticking around and doing this with me. It was really, really fun. Have a great rest of your evening. Take care of yourself. And those of you who are going into work tomorrow, just keep your chin up. You're going to be okay. Oh, okay. I like that. Dreaming of them flying in their astral plane. That is Betty and Greg. Let's do an episode really quick. I'm going to bring the microphone down for me.
Oh, hi there, Greg.
Oh, hey there, Betty. How you doing?
I've become a dental assistant, and I was thinking maybe we should get our teeth done sometime. I could brush your teeth, and you could brush mine.
Oh, that sounds real good there, Betty. I think that'd be a great way for us to save money on our dental care.
Actually, we're Canadian, so we already have fantastic dental care.
Oh, that's right. Okay, the end.
Bye.